Everybody, my first guest tonight has starred in the films Triple X and The Fast and the Furious. Beginning today, you can see him in The Pacifier. Please welcome Vin Diesel.
Wow.
That's nice, right?
Yeah, that's really nice. I just ran over here from the dressing room.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's how you ran out to come on stage?
You should have seen me dive from behind.
I bet you when you run, you can have a real cool run.
I got a cool run.
I run like this. I like kind of run. Get on one right there. I'm just like, I'm just run like that. But you're kind of more of like and you got those, chest going and everything.
Yeah, yes.
Because you work out. You probably got the man boobies that,
I do. I have.
Don't
have
touch
man
them right
boobs.
now on the air. Stop
In
that.
fact,
Stop
I got a funny story.
Yeah?
Should I tell it?
Sure, yeah. This is one of those talk show things.
Okay.
Why not?
Now, this isn't that funny. It's actually depressing. I was in this audition.
I got a funny story. All right, let's hear it. Actually, it's really depressing.
It's really horrible. Get your tissues out. I was in this audition about 10 years ago.
Right.
Maybe 15 years ago. And I was wearing a tank top, and I was a bouncer, obviously, so I was training 3 hours a day or whatever.
Right.
And I'm in this audition, and I'm sitting down, and they're saying, well, where have you acted, and how long have you been acting? And the whole time, my chest is going like this.
Why was it? Were you doing that to your chest? Or
No.
Your
My
chest
chest was moving.
on its own?
Back and forth.
Why? Why was it?
And it was sick.
How are you doing that? Look at that. How do you?
I
don't have those muscles.
But it was a very scary thing because it was unintentional.
Right. So it was just.
I was trying to have a
you were working out
conversation
so much that I was
working out so much that it was.
That was so crazy. I can't. Just do that one more time. That's. Oh my God.
I got nothing left, but it was.
Does it make a noise?
I think so.
Help me. Let us out.
Who knew?
Is this true? I've heard that that you had a nickname for your biceps at one point. Is that true?
Well, when we were growing up, there were these skateboard wheels that just came out in the 70s called Kryptonics.
Right.
Did you skateboard when you were in...
God, no. What are you talking about?
Just checking.
I drove a pink girl's bicycle.
So did I in the pacifier.
With streamers. No, up until I was like 38. But anyway, so you were on. So you called your biceps what? Krypton?
So there were a lot of different slang words in New York that you would use when you were training. And one of them was, "My God, I'm going to build up these Kryptonics."
Really? You'd say that?
Yeah.
Check out my training wheels right
here.
In the
mirror, training.
He's like, yeah, you just really, but that probably helped you really get into it, That would really.
Yeah, I mean, it's a silly little thing.
Sure, yeah, it helps. Yeah. Well, let's talk about this, because there's of course the image that many people have of you, which is like this, this badass action hero, and you've earned that reputation. But last time we were on the show, we started talking, and it just came out that you're a huge Dungeons and Dragons fanatic. And I thought, maybe he's just saying that to get a laugh. This Dungeons and Dragons book comes out the other day, and you wrote the foreword. It says, "Foreword by Vin Diesel." You're really into this stuff. I didn't realize how much you're into it.
Sorry.
All these guys in their audience are like, no!
He can't be into it!
And all these nerds are going, hooray! One for our side! So I'm looking through, and you have a line in here in the foreword that says, "The most important milestone for me was the birth of Melkor." Mm-hmm. Who the hell is Melkor?
Hey!
I'm not saying, who the hell is Melkor, fight me. I'm more like, I wonder who Melkor could be.
Melkor was a character that I created when I was about 18 years old.
Right.
Who was a witch hunter.
Right. So you can create your own characters in this game.
Yeah. He was a fighter with spell-casting abilities.
Right. Okay.
The allure being the mysticism, heal yourself spell.
Right. So you thought of this character. You can invent your own. See, I don't know the game too well. I'm a hungry hippos guy. The hippos eat the little pellets, and I always pick blue. And then there's a character called an NPC. Is that right or no? There's not, what is an NPC? I don't even know what that is in Dungeons and Dragons.
An NPC is a non-player character.
Right.
If I was DMing and you were a character, you'd be a player.
Right.
If there was somebody else in your party, that would be an NPC, a non-player character that I would control as the DM. So I would.
I think you just ruined your career. I think agents are calling right now. We don't want him in that movie.
It's too much.
Wow, I'm confused.
I had so much, but it's amazing that you got that book.
Yeah. I was the first in line.
I was really.
That's the twist.
That's a very cool book, by the way. That's 30 years of adventure with Dungeons and Dragons. It's a celebration. It's
cool artwork in here, actually.
There are cinematographers, directors, and stuff all talking about the effect of the game.
Right. So you really are into it.
He's like, right, now.
No. I'm not going to disagree with you.
You're right.
You could tie me up into a knot.
I'll kill him.
Dungeons and Dragons, bam! Wised off to
Why
Vin
would
Diesel.
you say I would tie you up into a knot?
I don't know, because you're such a strong guy and you have a nickname for your pecs. I think that would
be... I saw this show a couple of nights ago, your show.
Why is that so shocking?
I know. Why is everyone like...
What?
And there was this funny thing on it that I couldn't stop laughing about.
That's Any Night you just described. You just described Any Night. The Slipnuts. Yeah, the Slipnuts were just on the show.
That was great.
They're a group that is... It's a long story. They pour nuts on the floor and slip on them.
Have you guys seen the Slipnuts?
That's the kind of
Have you seen the Slipnuts?
It's the Slipnuts they're going places. They're actually touring right now with Slipknot, the group.
I heard, but that's serious, right?
That's serious.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It was very Guys and Dolls.
What?
It was very Guys and
the play. Oh, yeah. I thought you were describing...
We slipped on some nuts.
Okay.
We are the Slipnuts, clowning around.
It is Guys on Dolls. Yeah. Wow, that's nice of you to...
Your whole show is like a musical.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what's wrong with this show. We're going to fix it one day.
No, I think it's hot.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But enough about my show and the Slipnuts. We'll work that in later. Okay. You're here to talk about the pacifier.
Yes.
And I've seen this one clip that they show in the trailers that's you with, is it a goose or a duck?
It's a duck.
Yeah, it's a duck, and it looks like it's attacking you. And I thought, well, that's just a funny thing that they did, like CGI or something for the movie.
Yeah.
It turns out that this duck really did attack you, and you got hurt. Is that right?
Yeah, Adam Shankman, to his credit, didn't want to use a CGI duck. Wanted to use a real duck.
Right. And so this thing, where did it grabs you?
Well, they said this is a duck that kisses ears. It's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt you. So I'm in this scene with Faith Ford. All of a sudden, this duck comes over and clamps onto my ear. I get up. I've got a duck earring.
The duck is hanging off your ear?
Hanging off my ear.
Right.
And so we're sawing my ear off. We're prying open the bill.
Right.
I'm walking around with this duck earring. I felt like I was on the ground floor of Saks Fifth Avenue.
Right. Give me. I want to try the
accessories.
I want to try the duck. Yeah.
I'll try the duck earring.
So did they got it off? Was the duck okay?
The duck was okay.
Yeah. Were you okay?
It drew blood for the first time.
Wow.
And the duck trainer said, "It's never done that."
Right. That's what they always say after they're taking away the carcass.
That's right.
The bear never did that before.
But I only got one ear.
Yeah. Well, we have a clip here from the pacifier. What do we need to know to appreciate what's going on here? This is basically you're like a Navy SEAL who's been sent to protect a family, and then you get involved with the kids.
And then I fall in love with the family. Yeah.
Right. Is that pretty much? Well, that's all we need to know for this clip.
I think so.
What the hell? Let's take a look at this clip from the pacifier.
We'll take this hill 1 inch at a time. Only then can we rise to the challenge. Please tell me that was the duck. Seth, are you going to go check on that duck?
It wasn't the duck.
God, baby. I'm ready. I'm trying this. Yes.
If only that worked. That doesn't work. You can't do that. You can't do that.
I was so self-conscious about that scene.
Right.
I was like, is this right? Are you sure this?
It's not right. You're not allowed to do that. If only babies would learn. The pacifier is in theaters now. You're always a good sport. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Vin Diesel, Fred Armisen coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. back.